We are still asked every day, are you sure they're drones? When you have 11 drones over a 3-acre farm, you can hear and you can see them. You can feel the air when they're over your head, pushing air down towards you, making the wind blow. You can see trees below, but it's only one tree at a time because they're directly over it. It's not easy to get a good video of a drone at night that convinces others that there are drones over your property. But when you're on the property, you know for a fact. The noise is outrageous, high-pitched sound that's driving our animals crazy, along with driving us crazy.
This is one of the drones we see nighttime. You can see where it's two pieces. You see it dragging behind it. Look at it going behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a mic and camera they're pulling behind it. That's what they're dropping down. 100%. Saw it yesterday too. You can see this is our house right here. And we're looking straight up. And that is not the moon. It's a two-piece drone. Well, it's a very long drone, which they pull a microphone behind it. You see the microphone going through the air here.
It's moving.
Oh yeah. It's moving away from us and up to the right.
Over the past 5 weeks, we've seen a variety of drones being launched from our neighbors' property. We feel they're definitely government drones because they have ability to do things typical hobbyist drones can't do. This drone in particular is the drone that followed us from our property here in Ball Ground all the way to Dawsonville to our other property. That's 18 miles, and it followed us the whole way. We know a hobbyist drone could not do that. This is the drone that we've seen primarily in our pine trees. It also went on our Dawsonville property. It was the drone that was across the street from our home there. It blends in well with the pine trees. This is a smaller drone, and we see it quite often. It makes a very high-pitched sound, and it'll light up occasionally, but not all the time. But we've had this fly directly over our head. This is another day of the long distance drone that is over the property quite often. This one is a large drone. It's hard to tell against the trees just how big it is, but I would say it's about the third the size of a regular car. So it's much bigger than a typical drone that you would expect. We see these two drones quite often. We've seen them at night and during the day. We call them the disappearing drones because when they turn off their lights after we walk outside and they see us, they almost become invisible. It's difficult to see them. The drones, when we are present, typically turn the lights off during the day. Makes it very hard to actually spot them and film them. You almost have to sneak up on them to get good videos. This is that same disappearing drone at night. We see this one very frequently because it stays outside of our bedroom window. I'm actually capturing this with a GoPro camera, just sticking it out the bedroom window to film it. You can see how close they are to our window while we're trying to sleep. The noise is very annoying. We've had a difficult time sleeping the last 5 weeks. And here is the pine tree drone again, but this time it's outside our Dawsonville property versus our ball ground farm. The day we spent up at Dawsonville, it stayed there the entire time in the trees, day and night. There are always 3 or 4 drones that are higher up watching us also. They are just above the tree line and they stay there at all times. Our lot usually has 4 of these, 1 on each corner, watching us. We don't know why they have so many drones or what they're even looking for. This drone is more what typical people think of when they see a drone. This is the one that has the drone features with the legs extended out for landing. It's larger and looks more like a typical drone. So yesterday I climbed on top of the highest part of our property, on top of the chicken coop, to see if I could see over the netting in the neighbor's yard. When I did, I noticed 2 drones we see quite often on his property. One we call the dog drone, and the dog drone looks kind of like a dog, and at night it's lit up. It almost looks like a cartoon character dog. You can see how this could drive people crazy, and there it is on the left. And this is what the dog looks like illuminated at night. We think the dog is a tethered drone, meaning it's connected by cable, almost like a hot air balloon with the cameras, because it always stays at the side yard. We also have another drone that we found, which we call the emoji drone. The emoji drone, because it looks like a emoji with sunglasses on. This is the emoji drone peeping through the trees from the neighbor's lot. Some will never believe that there's drones on our property. We did not want to believe it either. Who would think in America that police drones could be on your property for 34 days? My ex-wife is currently in the Cherokee County Jail for probation violation for felony aggravated stalking. She has made up many stories about me, and we think this is a major story that she's made up and authorities believe. It has to be something horrendous to dedicate this type of manpower. 34 days of multiple drones of our property has to be very expensive, all on our tax dollars. The Fourth Amendment protects us from search and seizure from police officers without a warrant. This includes drones. I can't imagine a federal judge signing a warrant for 34 days. I think this action is a violation of our civil rights, my entire family's.